This is a demonstration of how to do a performance self-evaluation podcast. Firstly, you need a set of headphones. Place them on and plug it into your audio output. You will have had to have downloaded your performance movie from the workspace area. In this case, I've placed mine on my desktop. Then open GarageBand and select Podcast, and then select Choose. Give it a name for your project, and you'll then need to either say a month that it was performed in this case I'll just call it performance number 1. You shouldn't need to adjust any of the tempos or signature, and select Create. As you won't be needing the media browser, we'll close that off. And you'll need to locate where your movie was located on your, in this case my desktop. I'll drag it onto my podcast track in GarageBand, and it asks, do I want to replace it with a movie? And I'll say yes, replace. You're now going to watch your performance and comment upon the things that you've done well and the things that you think you can improve upon. Now you should watch it first before you try to do a recording so that you've got an idea of how it sounds and how it went, and that you've considered what grade you think you should be giving yourself. There's the performance criteria, which we use for our Year 11s and 12s. And in this case here, it's got accuracy, and there's some subcategories there, the technique and musicianship. You should print this document out so that you can refer to it as you watch the film. So I'll close that off. And we can go to a preview window here. So it's a little bit larger, and press play. We don't want to record at this stage, just listen. That sounded pretty good. Once you've watched it through and you've decided what grade you think you're worth and all the things that you've done well and the things that you can do better, you then need to comment upon it as they happen in real time. So I've rewound, selected the track I want to record on, male voice, and then press record. My performance. Right, that's a very strong introduction. Nice rubato. Now the vocals are a little bit soft compared to the piano, so the balance isn't quite right. The vocals sound like they're in tune. Good sense of rhythm, both the accompaniment and the voice. Nice little flourish at the end. A bit of a rallentando. I then make a few more comments about what I've done well, and then say what grade that I think I'm worth at the end. In this case, probably 95 out of 100 because my balance wasn't very good. Then press stop. Now, I want to listen back to it so that I can adjust the volume of my voice against the movie volume. So I'll just press play, record. My performance. Now here where I'm speaking, I'll probably lower the volume. That's a very strong introduction. Nice rubato. Okay, I've loaded it back. Now the vocals are a little bit soft compared to the piano, so the balance isn't quite right. So once I've adjusted that and I'm satisfied with it, I then go to the Share menu, select Export Movie to Disk. I'll close that off here, getting in the way. And I want to select Expert Setting. It goes through a little bit of rendering. Then it asks you, what do you want to give it as a name? So in this case, I'll stick with that. Save it somewhere that's easy to get to, in this case my desktop. I'm now going to change some settings though. I go to Options, select Settings here, go to Compression Type, and we want to go with the H.264 one. There's a lot of other choices, but go with that one. Keep all this pretty much on automatic, and select the compressor quality, make it to the high setting. Best quality is a good idea, and then select OK. The next thing you want to adjust is the size, and go to the dimensions and select 320 by 240 and keep the aspect ratio there. Then for the sound, select AAC from the drop down menu, and the channels we want stereo, not mono, and then select your rate here, and then the target bit rate's 128. And the quality setting, we'll go with normal, just as easy. then select OK. Once you've got all those settings done, it's just a matter of pressing save, and it will export it to your desktop. Always a good idea to check that it comes back rendered correctly, so that you've got a good balance between your voiceover as well as the original performance movie. It'll take a little while depending on the length of your performance. So if it's about 5 minutes worth of playing, yeah, it could take a little while. In this case here it was only about 40 seconds, so it should be done fairly quickly. It's going to save it onto my desktop, and then I'm going to check it back. So I'll open it up in QuickTime. I can make it a little bit bigger if I want, and then press play to record my performance. Right, that's a very strong introduction. Okay, you can hear my voice is quite clear there. So that's pretty much it. You then just have to either email it to me via first class or put it on a USB and hand it to me during our next lesson. Thank you.